Good evening and welcome to City News. In a matter of days, vaccine passports will no longer be mandatory. And as Ontario continues lifting public health measures, the mayor of Brampton is calling on the province to loosen mask mandates in schools.
I think it's appropriate to, get children back to normal where they can learn in an environment that is easier and more comfortable.
Over the past several weeks, Mayor Patrick Brown has been vocal in his support for a faster reopening, and he's now calling on the province to follow the changes Quebec is making to masking protocols in schools. There, when students return from spring break, they will no longer have to wear masks while in the classroom, but mandates will continue on buses and in common spaces.
I believe Ontario should strongly look at this. The province has experienced very strong vaccination rates, and, it certainly sets up an environment where we can make these moves to get back to normal.
I think that it's a premature move to be talking about removing masking in schools right now.
Sabina Vora-Miller is a public health expert and the founder of Unambiguous Science.
First of all, we don't even know what the Omicron caseload is in Ontario because we're not really testing. Second of all, we're at a point where vaccinations in children, especially those under the ages of 12, are really lagging behind.
Right now, about 90% of 12 to 17-year-olds have at least one shot of a COVID-19 vaccine. But for children ages 5 to 11, that number drops significantly to just 54%. And of course, kids under the age of 5 are not yet eligible.
What is the hospital situation right now, at least where you are?
The hospital situation has improved immensely.
Dr. David Jacobs is a radiologist at Humber River Hospital. He tells me COVID-19 hospitalizations are down 75% from the peak back in January. He also notes that when schools reopened, cases continued going down. But when it comes to lifting mask mandates, he believes there's no need to rush.
We're going to have to at some point pull the Band-Aid off. So what I would suggest is rather than making an emotional decision where we say, okay, the kids have had enough, we should probably have a very clear metric. We have a certain vaccination rate that we've hit. That's good. Check that box. We have a certain, the hospital cases are down to almost nothing. Check that box. And that also helps us on the upswing. So as new variants come out and as we have other waves, we can use that to titrate what we do and how we respond.
With several provinces planning to scrap their mask bylaws in the coming weeks, Ontario's Chief Medical Officer of Health has said that he will review the data and assess the situation in the second or third week of March, and that scrapping mask mandates in public and in schools will be part of that evaluation.